Welcome to the post show. Thank you for your support at patreon.com/Limit Break Radio. Just wrapping up episode number 3.
33.
33. I'm thinking, there's just a lot of threes in this episode because...
There's 2 of them.
We went for almost 3.5 hours.
Okay.
That would be 2 more.
And last week was Final Encounter Cast 3.
Yeah.
And we got through 2 out of 3/3 of the emails.
Oh my god, you guys are just looking for numbers.
It all happens in threes.
There's 4 of us though.
Well,
And
I
2
guess...
glasses.
I guess
I think
one
Justin eats
TV.
like half a host.
There's
We're at
a-
3 total.
Yeah, there's
Speak for
3
yourself.
drinking receptacles, and
Oh
we're
my
going to
God.
stab you and
3 times.
3 times because you are our sacrifice for this video.
And then there will only be 3
And then there will
hosts.
be only 3.
But only 1 corpse.
We'll cut you up into 3 pieces.
Still only 1 corpse.
But it's 3 pieces.
He's right though, which means I have to kill the other 2 of you.
But then there will only be 1 host.
Oh no.
Well,
We've reached the paradox.
Who's gonna have to do all the work for LBR all by himself now because Nika sure as hell isn't gonna help.
Okay, well, that was an exciting show. Not much to reveal about how
It happened.
how we came up with that show. Very
We had some
straightforward.
emails, and then we read some emails.
We had some emails. We had some callers. Great callers, by the way. A lot of new callers, and
Yeah.
Carletta, of course, being her birthday.
Do you think this being an email or an episode where we're addressing emails and specifically addressing the audience makes them feel more apt to call in?
Maybe. I don't know. How
I
many
would say-
callers did we not get to? Like, were there a lot?
3.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
We had a lot more
One
than
new
normal.
caller that I wanted to get in, but we just didn't have time. Several Kevo, and then another old caller I don't remember, but
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Simpson, you wanted to call him.
Oh, shit. Gotcha.
So, but no, I mean, I tried to, and I think the fact that it was call in and talk about whatever you wanted,
That
helps
helped.
too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
instead of like a narrow focus topic, the meta,
Sure.
or
Sure.
you know, whatever. So.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of interesting conversation. And good open criticism of us and what we do. And I think we responded to that criticism and encourage it. I think we do. We encourage criticism. I love the person on the Patreon page that was like, "Hey, I just kicked up my donation level to get you guys to shut up about Patreon on the show."
Thank you. I don't think it's gonna help them.
Oh, well, no, I'm going to make you a promise, okay? There is going to be one of the shows that we do coming up. We're not going to mention Patreon because you did that. So,
You affected the show.
you
There
did
you go.
So thank you for your support, and we listened to your feedback, and we're actually going to do that. But
Are we gonna mention on the show we're not mentioning Patreon?
no, that's why we're mentioning it in the video.
Should we mention on an episode prior that we're not gonna mention the Patreon mention?
No.
Well, that way we get credit for it.
It all comes
Credit
back to
where
how
credit
can we
is
make
due.
ourselves look better?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
see?
Yes. But anyway, no. It is. I think that's important, and it is important to read all of your emails. And I will assure you that even if we didn't get to your email today, that they have been read.
Guarantee it. Took me like 3 fucking hours to go through and format all that shit so that it was readable. Because not because you write to us in incoherent. I mean, some of you do are incoherent and rambling.
But
But when you sit here and type it out and you use spaces and then you send it in an email and we copy and paste it, suddenly those spaces turn into entire fucking paragraph breaks. And someone has to
yeah,
go
when you
through
copy and paste from our native email system,
It
it sucks. And so there's like some
Yeah.
formatting that you have to go through.
There were
And I mean, like-
36 pages worth, and when I was done formatting, there were 27 pages worth.
And
So-
we got through 2/3 of those.
Yep.
So yeah.
And I also went and also rearranged them in an order, so all of like the Nero's raid gear topic, or all the
Yes.
patch delay topic.
Alright, shut up your TV.
There's a knob.
There's a
Do
knob.
what we do to a Scully and
God.
slap it.
Yeah.
No.
Seriously.
You're a knob.
Yeah.
I guarantee you nobody could hear that anyway.
Yeah. So, what I have to say about the episode is I am continually impressed that we go into an episode with a new sort of concept or idea, be it something foreign like the metagame or something intangible like the state of populations in comparison to other games, or even this, the whole email bag idea is something that we've thrown around a lot before.
Well, we've done
but-
those shows. I mean, that was always like the sort of like part 3.
Well, yeah, but since we've gone to like this, the weekly independent show idea, you've always wanted like some type of topic, and I guess technically you could count, Nika's whole little
Well,
thing.
but the reason that I say that is because you can't presuppose that you're going to
Oh,
have
no,
the
I understand
emails.
that.
Like
I
if you
understand
have
that
the
too.
emails
Yeah.
to support it,
You're
like,
right, I understand
this
that.
was
but
a great episode,
we've
and I love.
also, whenever we've had those backup topics,
Yeah.
we've never used them as backup topics. We've always started with the topic, and then that show. So we've never actually had a chance to do a full show that was just emails.
Are you sure? I feel like we devoted an entire weekly show to trying to clear out our email backlog.
I think we
And
still
maybe in
had.
11, but
We
not
still
14.
had a discussion topic, or we had other things such as limit breaking music, some type
Maybe
of
that was it.
interruption from the Garleans, things like that.
Yeah, maybe that was it. So
Fucking Garlands.
I know, right? Again, a great show, and you guys are responsible for the content. As the really
At its most literal.
we couldn't have done that without you. So thank you so much for your emails and for your support. It really is. I have to say, I've done a lot of projects. I've done a lot of podcasts and radio shows, and this is always way more fun to do when people are into it and having a discussion and adding such like valid and good observations too. Like I really feel like we hit a really sweet spot inside the FF14 community and with Limit Break Radio, and I really love it. I love and I relish in it. So thank you for your participation. I would just love to be able to make that same jump to Final Encountercast. I'd really like to have the same level of involvement that we have at Limit Break Radio, but just with Final Encountercast as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so, that's why I tried to encourage everyone at the end to go check that out. And so yeah, we've got some things to consider now that Final Encountercast is starting to grow, and we do want to start devoting some time and some effort and some resources into growing that as a brand. And a lot of that, you guys already support us financially here at Limit Break Radio, and we've said before that our commitment to the show and doing it weekly and providing great content for FF14, that's not going to change. And we also recognize that we have to, it's contingent on us to be able to earn your support for Final Encountercast, and we're totally up for that challenge. But we need you guys tuning in, we need you listening, we need you engaged in the content to be able to do that. And so, as we move forward, you're going to be hearing a little bit more about Final Encountercast on Limit Break Radio, just as we try to continue to grow that. So we really hope that you'll be along for that as well. And yeah, it's really kind of a scary and intimidating thing to launch a new brand or platform or show. We even said before that you guys were the ones that spurred us into action. We had kind of put the goal of a general gaming show on our Patreon as maybe we'll get to that in
Right.
yeah. If we really try, and you guys just shot past that so quickly that
It caught us off guard.
It did. It caught us off guard, and I think that had we had time to develop this differently, we would have. And because of that need to act on your behalf, because of your support, that we've been feeling things out, and it's very experimental. And
Rather than pre-planning everything, it's a work in progress.
exactly, yeah, and so if it comes across as a little bit more disjointed than Limit Break Radio did in its first early days, which I can't believe that that's possible. Like if you're going back and listen to those 2006 shows, some of those were rough.
They're real rough.
And so granted we're on shaky ground, but you know what? We're trying to shore that up and really provide an excellent product, and we really need your support in spreading it around and spreading the word and getting the word out to people. That's what you can do to help support Final Encountercast. And just like you did with Limit Break Radio, I understand that you're already giving money, and that's great, that's awesome, but like we also need the buzz around it too, and that we can't do that ourselves, or else we would. I mean, hell, if we had unlocked that box, shit, Limit Break Radio would have taken off way faster. You know what I mean? Like, but the only thing that we know how to do is create good content, and content that we believe in. So, thank you again for your continued support, and hopefully for your support for Final Encountercast. Great job on the drops.
In general, for this episode, Juxta in rare form.
That was on. Yeah.
The
that
last
was on
like 2
point.
episodes, I've been doing real good.
I'm
You've
not
been
sure
getting
about
better,
drops.
but
Like the
today.
lines were good.
Yeah.
You almost
The
held on to the
context
end.
is
It
just
fell apart a little at the end, but you did well for.
No, I think we were. I think at that point I was reaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what? Blow it out your ass.
Yeah, you do kind of hit that one a lot.
Blow it out your ass?
Yeah.
You've been using the lick my balls quite a lot too.
Yeah.
Like once per episode.
Well, when you stick something really good, like the hey, SC's on the line. What? Lick my balls.
Yeah, that was.
I
a
feel
great
like you should lay off that one for a few, because otherwise it devalues when you used it.
The fuck you douchebag is just, that's probably your most overused drop by far.
See, I feel like it's okay to have one overused one, because then it becomes your overused one, and that's kind of like a gag in itself.
It's like the standard.
Just change it. Just change it every once in a while.
Well, I try not to use it all the time.
No, but I mean, like, find a new go-to. I mean, like, Kyle's not wrong. You
It's some criticism. Be good at taking criticism, okay?
No, but I'm just
I'm responding to criticism.
That's
That's
my
what
response
LBR
is, lick my balls.
yeah. So, anyway, yeah, nice job on the drops. Nobody triggered Nika.
Got close.
But the moment we tried to make a game out of it, she's like, "Oh, all I just got to do is bunker down and
Yeah.
not let anything say
Well,
back
that's
today.
how
There's
it
no
was-
way you're gonna succeed."
That's what it brought out better burns overall.
Because
by trying to
technically,
break that
I
barrier.
did make her swear earlier in the episode, but we hadn't launched a contest at that.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's kind of been like the third game that we've tried to do that's been a non-starter. It's been a bit of a.
Can we go get a drop of Nika swearing at one of us?
And just put them there without her knowing.
Yeah.
And then start using it. Oh, come on.
She's like, what? I didn't see that.
Come on. In fact, what you should do is one of these days, all of our intro drops should just be Nika saying, fuck you. Yes.
Actually, maybe for this episode.
Yes.
Maybe for this episode. Yeah. Maybe for this episode.
So
that
that
would
way
be a
we
good
all win.
We all win.
Yeah. It's sort of like nobody will get it at first, but as the episode plays, then they'll be like, oh, that intro makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
It'll be kind of
Oh,
like,
that'll be great.
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I like that. And, yeah. Oh, somebody, cat.
Brett.
No, don't do that. Don't
Bad
do
cat.
that. Don't do that. Yeah,
There we go. Oh.
That's the most agreeable I've ever seen a cat be.
Right? That was weird. He chews on my cables. He chews on audio cables a lot. And I
My
have a
cat
lot of
does it
audio cables.
when she wants attention.
Maybe. Okay, well,
We'll talk. We're doing a show.
facts.
that, I guess the subtext there is I don't give my cat enough attention.
I give my cat tons of attention, it's still not enough.
Well, you have a codependent cat.
Yeah.
She sits there and just stares at me. Like, if I don't play with her, she's just like, alright.
I can wait.
And there are other people in your house,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, like, whenever I come home, Ferris is always like, Tali came in and she laid with me and let me pet her. Yeah, because there's nobody fucking else in the house and she wants attention. It's not like she's like, I need fair. She's like, you'll do.
Yeah, that's like a cat. But I mean, like, I live alone with this bastard, and he gives me plenty of space. So, yeah, you have an extremely codependent
My
cat.
cat loves me. I woke up last night, like, laying on my stomach. My cat was next to me. I'm like, where the fuck is she? I go to turn over to look for it, and I feel like a weight on the small of my back.
Yeah.
She just crawled up and
Fell
sleep
asleep
on my
on
back.
Yeah,
your cat like gets separation anxiety when you go to the bathroom.
If I go into the bathroom, this is what I hear.
Ow. Ow.
Do you get the paw under the door ever?
Yeah.
No, and then she'll stop, and when I open the door, she's like, I missed you. You were gone forever. I counted.
My cat and I are more like we tolerate each other.
And you guys like pass in the hall, like, sup.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
You're like, damn it, Fritz, like blowing out your ass.
Shits on your bed. You curse at him.
he
He
does.
doesn't give a shit.
He does. And that has happened. That scenario has happened. That exact scenario
It's like you're just like,
has happened.
damn it, Fritz, not again.
Yeah. All right. So again, if you're a patron donor and you happen to be in the Detroit area, come to YomaCon Saturday night, Sunday morning. We're gonna have a good time. What else? What else? Extra Life. Sign up for our Extra Life team. Nika did a great job talking about Ghost in the Link Shell.
I did a great job
and-
reading emails.
And Ghost in the Link Shell was really kind for inviting us, so thank you to them.
I did a really good job, Waka Waka.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah, you're walking.
What did Descalia do good this episode?
Nothing.
Okay.
No.
He's
least
right
he
there. He's just like,
At least he knows that.
Yeah. At least
you're
Nothing,
really
so-
good at doing nothing.
Yeah.
He knows it. There you go.
Ah!
Why have to explain that, you guys?
And after I walked into one so good earlier
Yeah.
today, too.
I just didn't feel like sniffing it out.
All right, that's it. It's kind of a shorter video today because there's really not much to know for this episode. But if you're very curious about the history of Limit Break Radio, like I said on the show, check out the 2 podcasts that I did with Ultima Final Fantasy. You can find those at ultimafinalfantasy.com. And also check out our additional podcast, our supplementary podcast, the podcast that you helped create. And that everyone in the community, all 20,000, 23,000, however many people that listen to the show, should be thanking all 132 of you for, because you made that possible. So look forward to that this week and learn a little bit about Limit Break Radio's history,
Like the ass box.
because exclusive patron drop here.
Whoa.
You're going to be quizzed on it. So look forward to that in the future. That's going to be coming up in the 5-week wait countdown.
5 weeks.
Countdown to patch 3.1. So that's it from here. Us from the Limit Break Radio compound.
The compound? I like it.
Goodbye.
I
The
like that.
bunker.